What is going on, YouTube? Thammagotcha here, and we are doing some Master League Premier Cup battles here. I did these off stream yesterday. Gained me from like I dropped my first stream way down to like 2250, and then this team actually brought me way back up to this rank that you see right here, and then all the way up to like low 2400s. So gained me like almost was it 180 points or something like that. Anyways, let's jump into these battles here. We got Dragonite, Metagross, and Excadrill. Dragonite double steal. Pretty good team. Excadrill is not really what you want to see on the lead, but you kind of have to stay in anyways. So I'm gonna go and throw the bait here with the Dragon Claw, see what they want to do. And they end up shielding that, which is absolutely clutch. We are gonna shield this too, because it's a rock slide, won't KO, but it's gonna do a significant amount of damage. And they're at 2, so I'm gonna let this one go. See if I can get to another superpower, but they end up catching on a Togekiss, which is absolutely a brilliant play by my opponent there. So now we're gonna bring in the Metagross, and I think we should just be able to farm all the way down before they reach a flamethrower. No, we're not gonna be able to, but I'm gonna build up to almost double Meteor Mash here, just because I want to throw a Meteor Mash at that Excadrill. But then I was thinking, oh man, is this double charm? I really hope it's not double charm. If they shield this, then I think it is double charm, which they end up shielding it, which is quite unfortunate. They throw right before we get to the Meteor Mash, so good counting by my opponent. I actually shield that, and I catch a drill run on my Dragonite. So if they can catch, we can catch too. That drill run doesn't even KO us, and it's a Machamp in the back. So this is kind of scary, but we do have a Meteor Mash locked and loaded. So I'm going to build up just a little bit more energy, and then I'm going to throw the Meteor Mash. Hopefully this does a lot of damage. Can we KO this thing? It does not KO. Oh, but we have to get... This is really tight because that Excadrill, I think, has excess energy. That cross shot is going to hurt, and 2 mud shots take down the Machamp. We just have to outpace this thing, and they just quit the match. I think we outpaced it, but GG's to my opponent there. That was a tight matchup. Right where you want to see the Garchomp, right on the lead, and it's a Dragon Tail Garchomp, which is quite unfortunate. So I think if they just go straight, oh my gosh. If they just would have went straight Dragon Tail, they would have taken us out. But we actually get a shield there, which is clutch. And then we bring in our Excadrill after we build back up to the Dragon Claw. I think I shield this. Yeah. Ooh, that was a great shield. And now I'm going to farm up a lot more energy. So I throw 6 mud shots. That just should be right before they get to the Meteor Mash. And they end up shielding, which is nice. I should have thrown back to back, because now I'm forced to double shield here, but it was just a Meteor Mash, which is quite unfortunate, and I'm not even able to build up any more energy. So I hit as little bubbles as possible, and they swap out right away. Oh, my opponent is just making some very good plays. I should have just taken out that Metagross, but it's okay. They are energy dry, and now I'm going to bring in my own Metagross to this Gyarados here. I just have to farm up a bit of energy. They get off the crunch. That does hurt. 2, 3. We throw right before we get the... We throw right when we get it, which, I mean, it is what it is. So I know Dragonite is going to actually... Oh my gosh, we outpace. They do not farm us down. We get to another Meteor Mash, and this is going to be taken out with the Garchomp. We have a Dragon Claw locked and loaded, and Dragonite is going to win CMP against Metagross, which they didn't even have a move because they were energy dry. So even though that is resisted damage, Dragon Claw is going to be taking care of that Metagross. A little bit of a longer video. 2 sets for you guys. I know we usually only do 1, but so many battles yesterday. Had to put in 2. Magnezone lead. Kind of have to stay in with Dragonite. Even though we're doing resisted damage, those Dragon Tails are really adding up. I know a lot of people are running Dragon Breath on their Dragonite, thinking that might be a better move, but I run Dragon Tail because in the mirror matchup. Dragon Tail actually beats Dragon Breath. Just a heads up there. so you get to the Dragon Claws a little bit faster, and you do end up winning. Oh, I remember this game now. This is my loss here. So they called the bait on the superpower, and they just let my Dragonite fully go down. And then I bring in my Metagross here to a Dragon Tail Garchomp, which, I mean, it's kind of a mistake. And I should be shielding this, but I know it's just a Sand Tomb. So now I bring in my Excadrill, and this is just a Sand Tomb as well, and I'm not going to shield it because it's more important to shield the second one. But they are staying in. I'm just hoping I can really get to 2 drill runs here just to take this thing out. But the first one doesn't even KO, and they keep it alive, and it's a Dragonite in the back. Steel Double Dragon. I mean, kind of a variant of the team I did the other day. Instead of Metagross, they use Magnezone, which is honestly really good, especially for those Gyarados leads that you see sometimes. Even for Dragonite leads, it does pretty well. But yeah, if you see an Excadrill lead, you're not gonna do so hot. I guess that goes the same with the Metagross. But anyways, I think this is gonna be a loss here, because now we just have to farm this thing all the way down, and they still have 3 Pokemon left, and our Metagross is very much not alive. Oh my gosh, they tried to catch the move on the Metagross on the Garchomp, and we have a Meteor Mash locked and loaded. We win. Oh my gosh, how did that even happen? What the heck even happened there? Okay, wait, whoa. Okay, let's go back here. This is gonna take out the Dragonite, or no, that almost takes out the Dragonite. We shield this, we farm down the Dragonite. Okay, wait 1 second here. We farm down the Dragonite, almost have a Meteor Mash locked and loaded. They bring in the Magnezone. We throw 1 Bullet Punch, and then they throw in the Garchomp. We Meteor Mash, or we Bullet Punch them down, and then we have a Meteor Mash locked and loaded for the Magnezone, and that takes out the Magnezone, giving us the W. Wow. Just wow. Crazy game. They bring in a Gyarados here, and we're able to get to the Dragon Claw. That does decent damage. I am gonna shield this just because I don't really have a solid response to Gyarados, although Metagross can do some work on a Dragon Breath Gyarados. Either way, we go down a shield, and I'm thinking I have to swap out here, and in comes a Metagross of their own. Frig, I really wish I would have brought in my Metagross instead of my Excadrill, but either way, we're gonna get shields here. And they do a very nice catch, building up energy right before I get to the drill run. We're gonna end up throwing the drill run anyways, so I'm hoping that this next drill run can take care of this Garchomp, but I'm gonna let this go. Oh my gosh, no I don't. I end up shielding, which is absolutely clutch. I throw 1 more Mud Shot here just to see what my opponent wants to do. I should have built up more energy so I was able to throw, but they throw right before my switch timer comes up, and this Meteor Mash is going to be taking us out. So I have to get to my double superpower here, either one to get the shield or the knockout. And now I bring in my own Metagross. Oh, I remember this game. This game was very winnable. This game was super winnable. I should be tapping on my superpower because superpower from this range would knock out. But this Metagross had so much energy. Oh my gosh. GG's to my opponent. Big misplay on my end. Definitely should have won that one. Como O lead. Dragon Breath or Dragon Tail. We should be able to take this with Dragonite. But they end up swapping into a Snorlax. So I should just be superpowering here and then dipping. But I kind of panicked and I threw the Dragon Claw. So now I'm going to build back up and I'm going to try and catch a Body Slam. But that did not work out so well. So we're going to actually let this go. And they do superpower, which is kind of weird. I'm guessing they're going to throw another superpower. So I'm going to no shield this too. and that does not do as much damage as they wanted it to. And I'm thinking I can't necessarily farm down, so I build up the 2 meteor mashes. I'm gonna throw one here just to take care of this Snorlax before they get to the next body slam or superpower, and then I should have one for whatever wants to come in. Oh my gosh, it's an Excadrill. Okay, this could get a little scary. They actually no shield the meteor match, good counting by them, and I'm gonna go straight for the superpower, see what they want to do. They no shield the superpower. I don't know what they're saving shields for, but they bring in the Como-O not before we get like 3 Dragon Tails off, and from here we can just mud shot down this Como-O. 2 shields up, we can shield everything. But that should have been a 5-0 victory. Kind of a misplay on my part, but ending up going 4-1. Another battle here. Next set, Metagross lead. So I play these ones a little different sometimes, but usually I build up to about 7 Dragon Claws, 6, 7, or is that 5, 6? Usually I build up to 1.5 superpowers. But I'm going straight double superpower here, and then I'm going to throw the superpower. Usually I go to about 1.5. I throw the superpower and then I dip out. I build up a lot of energy because, for one, I am wasting a shield. 2, I want some residual energy for when I do swap back into my Gyarados, or not Gyarados, Dragonite. I have to let this go. And I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to come in with Dragonite and just kind of try to farm all the way down. And I know this is just going to be an Aqua Tail, so I let it go through. And I'm hoping they have a kind of a Charmer in the back. In comes the Metagross. I have double superpower, so I'm going to be throwing the first one and the second one right back to back here. Hoping I can take them out, but oh my gosh, my opponent actually does a CMP. I'm going to let it go. I want to save a shield for Metagross, see what's in the back, and it's a Garchomp. Unfortunately, it's a Garchomp. Oh, that's so unfortunate. Okay, hopping into the next matchup here. Dragonite mirror matchup. This is exactly why Dragon Tail is better than Dragon Breath, because we reach the Dragon Claw before they do, and to top it all off, we can technically just farm down from here, but I wanted to get a shield back. That's why I threw my Dragon Claw, and from here we just farm down without them even be able to get to the next Dragon Claw. And we are at a Dragon Claw right now, so we have residual energy. They bring in a Metagross, we throw one more Dragon Tail, and now we throw the superpower. That does some nice damage. In comes the Excadrill. In comes their own Excadrill. I have residual energy from their Metagross. They were very late to swapping in, and this is definitely not what you want to do, to bring in your own Excadrill against Excadrill with energy. So I throw that drill run. I'm going to throw this drill run as soon as I get it. And then I think I throw like 3 or 4 mud shots here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I swap into my Metagross to try and catch what should be an Earthquake. But if this is an Earthquake, they're not going to be able to get to the next Earthquake before I get to a drill run. So I kind of force my opponent to throw their move by swapping into the Metagross here. So that's going to be a good game. Very well played to my opponent. We actually had mirrored teams. Just, you know, since of the fact that I had a Dragon Tail Gyarados, or yeah, Dragon Tail Dragonite, won me that game. So Haxor's lead. Metagross swap in. I'm thinking this is definitely Zionic's team. Haxorus, Metagross, and who's the last one at the back there? Oh, Magnezone, which should be okay. I'm gonna shield up this Earthquake because that would have one-shot us, and now we're just gonna get a lot of damage off on this Haxorus. And as long as I can come out with energy with my Dragonite, like let's say a superpower or 2, we should be in business. But let's see what happens here. They actually end up double shielding, which is kind of clutch on my end. I bring in like Dragonite here. I think I let the first Dragon Claw go because we are able to survive it because they're just using counter. So I'm going to shield this one up. And then from here we should be able to farm down, but it is a Gyarados. So I'm going to throw this Dragon Claw right away. So it's not Zionic's team. It's kind of like an alteration of it. and we catch the Aqua Tail on Metagross, which is absolutely clutch, saving our Dragonite for that Haxorus matchup, because we should be able to outpace them to the next Dragon Claw, because they are energy dry. So I'm actually just gonna farm up a little bit more energy, letting my opponent almost take us out, so that Haxorus has very little farm. I think they're at 1 or 2 more counters, 2 counters there, and we needed 1 Dragon Claw, and this is gonna win us the game. So what I did there is I kept bullet punching, even though I had the move. I didn't throw it right away, and what I did was I made sure I counted 3 waterfalls before they reached their next Aqua Tail to throw, or before they honestly took us out, because I didn't want to give that Haxorus any more farm. So if I would have thrown my Meteor Mash as soon as I got it taking us out, that Haxorus actually would have been able to farm us down, and then we would have been in trouble, because they would have had a Dragon Claw locked and loaded for our Dragonite. So that's why I did that. Kind of an IQ play there. So if you're playing future matchups, try to incorporate that into your gameplay. But anyway, sorry, hopping into this next matchup here. They bring a Mamoswine back into the Dragonite. I'm gonna throw the superpower here, and this, we actually catch an Avalanche, which is clutch. That actually does some damage though, and in comes a Conkeldurr. Oh my gosh. So my thinking here is we are just gonna let the Metagross go down, hopefully grab this last shield, which we do. And even though we are hard countered on the lead and on the swap, we should be able to take this game, because now we can just farm all the way down with Dragonite, and they are only going to get to 1 Stone Edge by the time we farm down, and we should be at pretty well 2 superpowers. We are going to be at 2 superpowers, and this back-to-back superpower should be able to knock out the Mamoswine. Due to that ice typing, this fighting superpower is going to be super effective. That almost one-shots it. This one is going to be taking care of it. Left, right, good night, Mamoswine, and we take that game. So now we're hopping into the final matchup. I do believe it is the final matchup. So another Garchomp lead. If it's Mudshot, you're going to be really doing awesome. Oh my gosh, it is a Milotic. So I don't want to stay in with Dragonite, and Metagross is probably my best answer to this thing, because we resist the Dragon Tails, but we do not resist the Surfs. So I'm going to try baiting here with the Meteor Mash, but my opponent actually no shields that, which is quite unfortunate. So I'm going to let the next Surf go through, considering we do survive, and I'm hoping I can just maybe farm all the way down, but they actually get to another Surf. So I'm gonna end up shielding this, and I'm gonna build up some more energy. So we are almost dead here, but we do have 2 Meteor Mashes locked and loaded. So that shield was honestly put to good use, because for 1, we won switch. They have a Magnezone in the back. For 2, we got another move off there, and in comes Garchomp. I really just have to get shields here, but I think they're going to win this matchup, just due to the fact that this Garchomp is going to, we don't even get both shields. That is just so unfortunate. And I think I didn't even mean to do this, but I accidentally clicked the shield button as I was tapping my screen, not looking at it. Oh, so if we didn't shield that first Sandtomb, we would have been able to shield this one. And just maybe we would have been able to get to a couple more drill runs here. But Magnezone is going to be able to take us out. So that is quite unfortunate. GG's to that opponent there. End up going 3-2 it. That's it. This team is pretty strong. I mean, obviously, Dragon Double Steel in this league is going to be amazing. Didn't see a lot of fairy types with this team though, which is quite weird. That's what this team is built for. Obviously, you have the Excadrill to lure out, or the Dragonite on the lead to lure out any fairy types, or you know, you swap in Excadrill or something like that to lure out anything that's going to be super effective to Metagross in the back. So that's the team. Very strong team. I'm going to be posting this video today, and then I'm going to be dropping a video of a showcast, my first ever showcast of somebody else's battles. So yeah, I do have a link in the description down below. If you want me to showcast your battles, you can submit them down there. I do appreciate it if you do 5 to 10 battles. That would be greatly appreciated. So if you guys are looking for your battles to be posted on YouTube, go right ahead, submit them. I will do my best to comment on them and create content about it. So that is greatly appreciated. Thank you everyone for watching. If you are enjoying the content, please hit that like button. Comment if you guys want to see anything in the future, and like always, I will see everybody in the next video.